Hey, what's going on? This is Sarah Lee Day, and you're watching Dubsado Tidbits. The things you need to know about Dubsado delivered in bite-sized pieces. Last time we started talking about the basic settings of your scheduler, and we got through the first half, but let's go ahead and finish up with the second half. So after you've set your appointment name, duration, and when this appointment can be scheduled, now it's time to set your actual times and availability on the calendar itself. Now, each day you can set individually, and by clicking into it, it's going to give you these options to add your time slots. If there's a time slot in there that you don't want to keep or you want to edit, just click this red X to delete it, and then put in whatever time you want it to be. So let's just say I have availability from 9 to 11, then you want to add the time. You can add multiple time slots per day if you want to, or you can just do one big time slot for the whole day. So let's just say I'm available 9 to 11 and then 2 p.m. to 5. Add time. All right, so I have two different time slots on Monday. I can make sure that this is applied to only one Monday, the one that I've edited here, or I can set that to apply to all Mondays. Now, if I do all Mondays, you'll see, scrolling through the calendar, that all Mondays now have that same availability. And the same goes for each of these dates. You can set these to be the same all week long, or you can set them to be different for each day. Maybe on Tuesdays, I'm only available from 12 p, that's not a p, to 4, let's just say, and all Tuesdays. So now all Tuesdays show 12 to 4. But what if I set my schedule on Wednesdays? Let's just make 9 to 5 all Wednesdays. I think it already was, yeah. But let's just say that on Wednesday the 17th, specifically, I want to make sure that nobody can book me because I've got something important that I've got to do. I can come in here and delete that time, and I can apply that only to July 17th. So July 17th is empty, but the next Wednesday and the Wednesdays beyond that are all still 9 to 5. So whatever your regular schedule is, you can put that in here, and that'll always be available for your clients to see when they open up your calendar. Now, don't worry about specific individual appointments that you may have on your synced calendar, because any of those appointments that you already have in that calendar will automatically block out these times. So let's just say, for example, on Thursday the 18th, this is showing that you're available 9 to 5, but you already have an appointment scheduled from 10 to 12 on that day. Well, when somebody pulls up this calendar and they look at that, they're only going to see availability from 9 to 10 and then from 12 to 5. They are not going to be able to book anything over that 10 to 12 spot that you have already booked. Now, this section, Once Booked, Show Me As, is going to set your availability in your calendar as either available or busy when someone books these appointments. Most of the time, you're probably going to select busy because you're setting that appointment. You only have so much time. You can't be two places at once or speak with multiple people. Then you don't want somebody else to book over that meeting when they schedule their appointment. But if for some reason you maybe are available, or it is okay that more than one person books over the same time, just depending on what kind of meeting it is, then you would select yourself as available, and that will allow multiple people to select times over the same time slot. Location. This is going to be really great for adding location information, especially if the meeting is an in-person meeting and it's always at the same spot. So if you have an office space or a studio, you can put your address in here, and that will auto-populate in the confirmation email, and you can use that with smart fields to pull in that information automatically so you don't have to constantly type it in. Other ways that you can use this are if you have a meeting link that is always the same and consistent, you can put that in here. For example, my meetings, I use Zoom and I have a specific Zoom link that I use for all of my meetings, and I just put that here in the location and that populates into my confirmation emails, so I don't have to constantly remember to put that information in there. I know that my clients will always have it because it's populated here in the template, and everyone's going to be on the same page because that information is already there. Finally, this section here at the bottom is email. This actually is becoming a little bit of an obsolete section because of some recent updates that Dubsado rolled out. What this used to do, and it probably still does, is if you have a canned email that you want to use to send this scheduler through a workflow, you can set that up here as part of the scheduler template, so that when you're using the workflow and when you're sending a scheduler through the workflow, there's automatically an email associated with it that's going to send the calendar and have the right verbiage and the right message around scheduling an appointment on this calendar. And I know that gets a little bit into the weeds because we haven't talked about workflows yet, so don't worry about that. Like I said, this section is actually becoming a little bit obsolete, and I don't even think that we need to cover it. All right, whenever you do make changes, again, you want to make sure that you click Save at the bottom. And you can see that was successfully saved. And that will make sure that all changes that you made are showing live. All right, that's it for today's tidbit. For more information about receiving updates, requesting future episodes, or getting help with your own Dubsado account, check out the links in the description below this video or visit sarahleeday.com. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.